broadcast meteorologists. They work alongside the Storm Prediction Center to forecast and communicate a consistent message about severe storm threats.
Yeah, new this morning, one of those broadcast meteorologists is here to break down what they use to help keep you safe.
Well, Josh and Alicia, you see these maps all the time. We use them almost every day, it seems like. They're used to communicate where the severe storms will be. And remember, severe storms means damaging. The threshold of that is hail at least the size of a quarter. That's about an inch in diameter, and wind gusts up to 58 miles per hour. And each of these colors, well, they mean something. They're on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the highest impacts and the more imminent the threat. The level that we see the most here in North Dakota is the lowest end threat. That's the marginal risk. This means isolated storms could become severe, usually about 1 or 2. We see this a lot here in North Dakota. The next level that we see a lot is it's called slight. This means scattered severe storms are possible. Next, the enhanced level means numerous severe storms will become severe. It's not unusual to see the enhanced risk in North Dakota. We just don't see it that often. And even more rare category for us is the moderate risk. This means more widespread, long-lived severe storms are favored to happen, and that highest threat level is called just that, high. That means widespread severe storms are expected. Those would be long-lived and particularly intense. And it's important to note that any storm, whether severe or not, can be dangerous due to lightning. No storm is warned because of lightning. If lightning hits your house and maybe takes out your power, it's not a severe storm, even though it might be severe to you. It's all about the wind and the hail. So it's important to pay attention to the storms at any threat level. And they may not even become severe. Again, the Storm Prediction Center, these levels, of course, they're looking to make them a little easier in the future for you to understand. We're always getting new information from the public as far as how they're digesting this stuff. And so within the next few years, we'll be seeing changes for the better. Social scientists have been working on these for years. I've spoken with several scientists within the Storm Prediction Center, and they tell me it could consist of numbers and symbols easy to understand when it comes to communicating the threat level, just like how we understand stoplights and colors within our kind of travel system. We might have more kind of something like that. Josh and Alicia, if you're wondering why the wind threshold for a severe thunderstorm is a specific 58 miles per hour, well, it's because the damaging level was set using knots, which is more of an even number of 50 knots. So 50 knots or 58 miles per hour is considered damaging.
Yeah, well, when I think of those levels, I think of Smokey the Bear and the wildfire levels. You know, kind of gives you an idea when you're either going out into the wilderness or maybe Medora, you can see these colors. And anyway.
And I think that's kind of what the thought process was in making these. And this is still a really good way of communicating threat levels. Let me just make that clear. But I do think that over the years, the Storm Prediction Center in their studies and ours as broadcast meteorologists, we've found that some folks don't totally understand the difference between enhanced and moderate. Or when it comes to marginal, folks just sort of brush that off, just like they brush off well, it's only a Category 1 hurricane. The impacts are still going to be there. So it's trying to find a way to communicate the potentially dangerous situation that you could find yourself in without categorizing it as too low for folks to get.
Exactly. All right. Such good information and good work being done there. Thank you, Amber. And keep it with us here this morning on Good Day Dakota. Still ahead.